Hi there and welcome. My name is Suzanne and this is Money Made Magic. In today's video we are going to look at how to declutter a really messy coffee table. If you have a messy table, a coffee table, a dining table, that you want to clear up and you want some ideas about how to clear that up, how to change it, how to keep it tidy, then stick with me because this video is just for you. So we are going to have a look at the method that I use in decluttering the coffee table. I think it's an important method. I think it's very easy just to say, well, I'm going to tidy up this table and actually not do it that well and end up with, still end up with a mess. So we're going to have a look at how I do it, and then I'll talk you through right at the end the three major steps that I use. Let's get right into it. So one of the biggest bugbears really in my flat is my coffee table. I love it. I love having a great big coffee table in the middle. But the first thing is it hides a great big burn that's on the carpet, which is not mine. I didn't make that burn. It was there when I moved in. But because it's so big, it gets cluttered on the top because I put things on it. It's nobody's fault but my own. And it gets cluttered underneath because I have used it to store things because I have a storage problem here. So I've got candles and incense burners and incense and all sorts there, and I've got some boxes with some trinkets in. That would be the equivalent of the drawer that has stuff in, so it needs to be sorted out. And then there's paperwork there that needs to be sorted out, and magazines and things. So my job for this afternoon is to declutter the table. So it is declutter time. This is a bit of a challenge, or decluttering is always a challenge for me because I'm a hoarder. The problem I've got is I struggle to sit on the floor, and I need to sit on the floor to do this bit of decluttering. I've got a bit of a dodgy knee, that's all. So bear with me, you might not see my face during this declutter, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is, this is how I do this table. I have to do it like this. I clear it absolutely completely, get everything off, then I clean it, and then I put back on what I want. And what doesn't go back on either gets put away somewhere, gets put in the bin, gets sent to the charity or whatever it is we need to do with it. So here goes taking everything off now. That speaker just kind of goes anywhere in the room, so I'm not worried about the speaker at all. The importance of doing the coffee table clear in this way is that when you take everything from the surface and you start then with a clean slate or a blank surface, is that you're not tempted to keep things on there that you don't really want. It's an opportunity to start afresh, really. People buy all sorts of things for me, and then I have so much stuff and I genuinely don't know what to do with it. And I think the problem is, people will say to me, my loved ones will say to me, well, just get rid of it. So I do a declutter, and then I'll say to someone, oh well, I'm getting rid of that, and they'll go, oh, such and such a person bought you that, why do you want to get rid of that? And then I feel guilty. Let me tell you, when you're getting rid of stuff, when you're decluttering, don't feel guilty about it. Have your home the way you want it. If you want your home minimalist, then that's up to you. Get comfortable with giving stuff to charity or the thrift store, if that's what you call it. Get comfortable with that. Get comfortable with gifting things to other people. My lovely Nana used to do this thing. You would gift her something for a birthday or for Christmas. And she used to do this thing where she would give it to somebody else. And she would say to the person, oh, such and such a person gave me this, but I don't want it. You can have it. And sometimes I thought it made you feel a bit strange because you'd bought it for her or whatever. And but actually she wasn't going to use it, and she felt by giving it to somebody else was going to get some pleasure out of that. And that's how you've got to think about things. You've got to look at things and think, I'm not getting the pleasure out of that now. I may have done it one time, but let someone else get some pleasure out of it. let's gift it or let's send it to a charity store or whatever. That's really important. Let go of used objects with love and gratitude. Say goodbye to it and thank it for the pleasure it's given you since you've owned it. That's everything off. Now I'm going to give it a nice wipe down with some nice cleaning solution. And you can clean these IKEA coffee tables pretty much with anything. I've just got some, I'm either going to get some cleaning wipes or some spray and some kitchen towel. So I'm going to use these, they're cleaning wipes, just multi-purpose cleaning wipes for this table this time. The reason being is the pack's nearly finished and I just want to use the pack up. So I think it will work really well to do that. So in terms of the underneath of the table, where the candles were stored and the paperwork that needed to be sorted out, I think we'll sort those on another video. And also the things that got taken off the table and put to one side, some of those got thrown in the bin, the empty candle holders. Some of them were put into the charity box and some of them have been put away ready for the house move. So what I am going to do is I am going to repurpose the top of this, not repurpose it, but adorn it, if you like, for want of a better term, redecorate it. But I'm only going to choose the things I absolutely want on here. And then the next job will be to sort out the items that I don't want on here. And then the job after that will be to sort out underneath. So I will clean each piece as I put it back on. We'll begin with one of these wipes. They're really good, versatile. So I definitely want that and that because this was something that my lovely daughter bought me. It's really one of those serving boards, but it's too nice to serve on. So I've tended to use it for candles, so I actually want that on there. I'm not sure what to do with this. Now this is beautiful. I won't show you, I'll show you maybe another time. But this was made for me when I was poorly by a lady who sadly left us. She's passed away now very recently, and I really do cherish that, and I don't really know where to keep that. So I am going to leave that on my table for now, just as a memory, but I will find somewhere for that. But it can rest on there. What else have I got that I like out? I like this. This is a wax burner, so I can get a bit of a wipe just. So that can stay out because I use that regularly. It needs the wax changing, but not yet. That'll do. So I definitely want that there. And then I usually have these sort of plates. They're like plates that they sort of, I put candles on them. Rather than having candles everywhere, I can sort of put a collection of candles on there. Because I'm the kind of girl that likes candles. I like a candle all the time. So what I'm going to do with the candles that I had just lying around, I am going to pop them onto the tray there in a little collection so that I've got them to burn when I need them. They're not candles, but they're just little scented stones, and they go on there with the oils that belong with them. Have that, can go on there, and that's it for candles. I think I have this is a candle that can go on there, give it a bit of a wipe. And these are candles, and they can go on there. They look lovely when they're all lit together. I just think they can look really nice. Take that off there, and then I've got another one. But what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to put it on this side, and hopefully this is going to work. So this is a gift that I got at Christmas, and I'm going to sit it on there. And it comes with 2 little glass jars, and they sit behind it. for whatever reason, and they hold tea lights. I haven't got any tea lights to put in them at the moment. I will be doing that at some point in the future. And then the last thing, I think, well, second but last, is a reflective mirror, and I have got a nice little tea light, which is tea light holder, which is relatively new. That can sit on there. I think it'll look quite nice. The other thing that I might put on my serving tray there are these brand new, they're like coasters. They just look very pretty. I'll pop them there, and the rest of the things I think can go somewhere else, or they can go away. I've got an incense burner which can go with my candles on there. I think that looks okay. It doesn't look cluttered. I think when the candles are lit it'll look pretty, and I don't think I need anything else on there. So I'll have to now go back and sort out the things on the floor, and you might not be able to see those from where I've got this camera, but there's a pile of things on the floor down there. Let's just pick that up, and I'm going to have to sort those out, and then I'm going to have to sort out the underneath because there's a lot of clutter under there as well. So there we are, that was me decluttering that messy coffee table, and I hope you liked what we did at the end. So those 3 steps, just to point them out, are when you decluttering your coffee table or your dining table or whatever table it is, make sure that you take everything off completely to start with. Give it a clean, and then the second step is to think about what you want on there, not putting everything back, because that wouldn't be the idea, would it? It wouldn't have decluttered if you'd done that. What you need to do is only choose a few things that you really want on there or need on there. If it's a dining table, for example, it might be that you want the table to look as if it's set for a meal all the time. Or you might just want a table decoration on there. You might not want anything on there at all. That's completely up to you. With your coffee table, it might not be like mine. It might be a table that is just for putting your coffee cups on, and you only might want some things like some coasters on there, for example, and a flower arrangement or whatever. It's up to you. But the important thing is you only put back on that table what you actually want. And the third thing is, when you are left with things that you've taken off your table and you don't want on there anymore, it's finding a place for them, isn't it? So make sure that you do things like you throw things in the bin that are rubbish. You think about giving things away to charity or putting them away to gift to somebody else. You might have a friend who really needs something that you've taken off your table that they might want, or a family member, for example. And I think when you are doing this, this decluttering and giving away things, I think the best thing to do is to look at the thing that you've had on your table, look at the thing you've used, and be grateful for it and thank it before you give it away. I love that. So that's us finished with the coffee table declutter. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you've found it helpful. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, give us a like and a subscribe. I don't very often ask, but it always helps if you do. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.